here today. And like I got a lot of help, Norm Duke got some last-minute help. And that double was very important. Look how low he gets it.
Norm Duke sends it wide, and he gets a little love tap off the 6-pin. It's in the channel, pops the 10 out. A great break for Duke right there in that frame. He needs it. He's trailing Monacelli. Key shot here, Chris.
So he can cut the lead to 13. On the left line, watch. Oh. Anchored the 9, Bo.
Well, Chris, that was a big shot, and it's the second solid 9 he's left in the game. As we talked to Ray Edwards, Ray, that was a bad break for Norm Duke, and it looks like you're going against Monacelli. However, you've had to warm up 3 times today. It's been 2.5 hours. What effect has that on you?
Well, that's true. I'm just anxious to go. I sat down here a minute ago and had a candy bar. My thumb's a little sore from starting and stopping so many times, but I'm ready to go.
All right, he's ready for Monacelli. If that be his opponent, Chris, back to you.
The number 2 seed, Ray Edwards, former Air Force electronics technician. Now the Venezuelan Player of the Year in '89 and '90. Only Earl Anthony has done better with 3 in a row, 1981, '82, and '83. And Amleto again with a 3-6-10.
Well, you saw Amleto go what we call around the world on that shot. He sent it out to the channel, and then you heard his ball thumping on the thumb hole right there. If you could pick up the sound, it'd be thump, 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 thump. And what happens, you lose the spin when you get too much hook and too much dry break at the back end. Monacelli once again avoids the big split, has a 3-6-10. He converted that in the 7th frame. Once again, he needs it in the 8th to maintain his 21-pin lead.
Okay, tomorrow on ABC Sports, the world's greatest names in golf will continue to challenge for the prestigious British Open Golf Championship from the legendary Scottish links of Muirfield. Live final round coverage begins at 9:30 a.m., that is Eastern, 6:30 a.m. Pacific tomorrow on ABC Sports. You see a lot of our pals on the West Coast, Carroll Shelby, a lot of people getting up very early to watch that telecast.
You betcha. Interesting. Come down to a close conclusion tomorrow. The British Open. Now, Monacelli, 2 frames left. Double dribbles a shot. Chris, that's as bad a shot as we've seen him throw in a long time.
Chris Schenkel.
Even your balls rolls a little better than this. Watch this replay. Watch on the bottom of the swing as he loses it, and then it's going to double dribble. Bounce, bounce, bounce. There's no effective roll for the break, and he has opened the door for Norm Duke. I think the best Monacelli can do is get 9 out. He'd be going at a 2:09 pace, and Duke would only trail by 7.
So, a big 269 in his match against Mark Williams, and now trouble. And what a close match for the right to meet Ray Edwards, and then the winner of that match to meet the tournament champion, Pete Weber. And sliding by, and Bo, here we go again.
The 2-8-10, and Norm Duke cannot believe his eyes. He felt like that ball would break back into the 1-3 pocket. It just hung on that channel, the outside board. Doesn't get back, leaves himself a makeable. Now the 8-pin's gone. He can make this by getting this ball over by the 2, driving into the 10. If that 8-pin was in there, Chris, it's just about impossible. However, it's a key shot for Duke right here in the 9th frame.
He knew it the minute he released it. Norm's fiancée, Karen Roberts, from Oklahoma City. Thus, Norm Duke moved from Albuquerque to Oklahoma. Wise young man.
And right now, he needs to throw 2 strikes at least here in the 10th to have any chance of winning. Duke is 20 pins behind. He has a potential 199. 2 strikes and a good count. He would force Monacelli to mark.
Don't forget today, a special Choice Hotels Challenge, winner take all, $25,000 match. The winner of our regular tournament, the Classic, going against the PBA Senior Tour #1 player, Gene Stuss.
Talk about money. Duke cannot get any part of that $63,000, only 8 of it if he doesn't strike on this ball. He leaves himself an outside chance. If he strikes, he can force Monacelli to mark.
Oh, yes.
One more strike, Monacelli must mark. And that's no gimme for Monacelli. He opened in the first. He could have had opens in the 7th, 8th, and 9th. So he'll have to reach back for a little extra.
All right, finishing strong, 199 for the #3 seed, Norm Duke. Now the #4 seed, who defeated Mark Williams in the first game, Monacelli.
A spare or strike and 1 pin. He'll go on to meet Ray Edwards. Anything less, it's Duke's match.
All right. Monacelli rising to the occasion. He had a 269 in his first match.
You see this shot, he likes it. It's the winning shot in the match, and it's about 5 boards inside his target that he had been using in earlier frames, but he gets the desired result.
Now over on the right lane, finishing. That's our second match in the Choice Hotels Classic. So your winner is Amleto Monacelli. Standing room only crowd as ABC Sports presentation of the Professional Bowlers Tour will return after this.